manufacturer, we now supporting ABB, GE, and Toshiba. And this computer software we copy and put exactly one-to-one to the new computer. So you have a same functionality with brand new hardware. It's as simple as that. Well, there is a couple of procedures. A way it's not that straightforward, but it's the same functionality on the new industrial grade hardware, which is built about the latest components which are available right now on the market. I would just mention, in this photo it's not shown, but we are using the SATA hard disks, which are, as you are probably aware, very, very available. And we even ran recently Teleperm on the SSD hard disks. Well, the idea is to keep your plant running at reasonable cost and keep reliability and availability. And doing so, I would say you have a brand new system. We also have a solution for the networking. Should you have, what you have, Hirschman or OSM switches in your plant? Do you know? Do you have this kind of the switches in your plant? Well, if you have an old networking from Hirschman, we also have a solution directly from Hirschman company to make it modernized, to make very modern and new network. And doing so, we develop like a larger server units for very large archives. You can have many years of the data on SU. And then you can even put it in our historian, which is not kind of reason I'm presenting you today, but on the historian you have a latest access to the data, and you can go as far as having your Teleperm data in this format. We just finished project for our customer in Malaysia, where they have a complete data center, which is looking like this. And they have a data from 11 power stations. One of them is Teleperm, and you see data in a very nice and beautiful format like shown here. Here on the right you can see we have a Teleperm XP, we have Teleperm T3000, ABB Systems, Auspass, GE, all is on OPC UA. You have very nice mobile interface, and I would say data from your Teleperm system, regardless of the age you have now, are available to you in the very easy way on the website in our historian. Well, that's in very, very brief explanation about our product, which might be interesting for you. And to keep you informed, our OMLEX is more than 500 installations worldwide. We have customers all around the planet. Here you can see very few customers, which are like EDRA from Malaysia, YTL from Malaysia. We have YTL Singapore also. We have Dubai Electricity, Naturgy in Spain, Torrent Power in India, Petro Vietnam, NG on complete Middle East, Saudi Electricity Company. We have a very large list of the happy customers, I would say. Very happy customers, because they didn't need to spend millions to keep system running. And well, their problem is solved, because changing to new DCS system, it's nice. I have nothing against it. But first, it's very, very expensive. Secondly, it does do nothing. It only change usually the computers in HMI. Your S5s in the field stay same. If you don't spend huge investment, then they will be changed as well. And on the end, if you look what OEM giving you, it's already obsolete. They even do not have a latest version of the Windows. I mean, they will let you pay twice, but well, I'm not here to talk bad about the OEM. They have nice solution, but I believe our OMLEX is much more powerful. Okay, guys, please, if you have any questions, you are absolutely free to ask.
Well, maybe first from me, Mr. Pat. How can I say that? Peter or Peter or
Peter, call me Peter, please. Yeah, it's a Czech
Peter?
name.
Okay.
Everybody calls me Peter.
Well, Peter, I want to ask about. Maybe you can show us the your portfolio. I mean, your history on doing this OMLEX solution for the company.
What do you mean? How it's being done, or our history of the company?
How it's being done, and I want to see how it's installed.
Okay, look here. I do believe I might have some photo. Let's say Al Bahrain. That's how it looks like, upgraded system. Basically, it's one-to-one replacement. You take all computer out and put brand new in. That's Al Bahrain. For example, I can look if I have Sagunto, this is Spain. Maybe I will find, you see here we have, for example, side by side with the original computer. Well, the Sagunto was our first power plant where we started many years ago. About 2014 we started. And in Sagunto, especially, we did it even, I'm sorry, that was the upgrade. In Sagunto, we did complete upgrade of the system on baseload operation of the power station. Let me find some more exciting photos. These are the, sorry, other power stations. It's, well, I can just, that's how it looks like. Nice new OMLEX and original computer from the Siemens Fujitsu. Many customers ask us if can be run the old and new equipment. The answer is definitely yes. For example, the Panglima power station in Malaysia, we did migration in 3 years, which means every year we change one set of the computers. Means it works in very, let's say, in any combination with existing equipment, because our computers behave exactly same way. The only difference what you will notice, since they are more modern, Teleperm is much more faster on the new computers. It boots like in like 20 seconds. We also develop a lot of procedures where we are having these procedures are available for our customers, and these procedures describing how to make a backup. You even doesn't do backup anymore over the on the tape drive. You can do backup on any server, on any network attached device, like small computer attached to the network. Usually, if customers order more computers, we provide even backup server, which is a server which serves like for remote booting. And you boot your equipment remotely, do the backup, and backups takes you about 20 minutes of the new components. Of course, even existing components from Siemens can be backed up in the same way. We use this backup since we have a challenge now to travel. We are delivering small device, small computer, which allow us remotely do the backup. For you, you don't need even to do it. You just connect computer to the network, to the special computer, and we make a snapshots of the existing computers, take them, configure the new ones, and delivering it to site already fully configured. The difference between old and new, there is only usually on the network card driver, because we are using modern network card from the Intel, which is 100 megabit. Of course, we have to keep the CP1413 in the computer for the PU machines. But otherwise, it's the new modern cards. We even Of course, we have to choose right hardware, which will work with the SCO Unix. Right? This is the part which takes us a little bit of time. In past, we tried very, very hard to virtualize all the equipment. We basically manage OTs and SUs in virtual machines, but PU, it's no chance, since it's having very special card called CP1413 or 1613, depends on version of your teleperm, which doesn't work very well in virtualization. And virtualization have a lot of disadvantages. You lost the redundancies. You have to rewire a lot of cables to new places. And we believe that OMLEX is best way. Old computer out, new computer in. Can be done even on the full operation of the power plant. Okay, you have a more question, or did I explain what you've been looking for?
Excuse
me,
yes.
Okay.
Let me introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the INC guy. If I'm not mistaken, you said before, once we do virtualization, sorry, I need your clarification. If we do the virtualization, the redundancy will lose. Is it right?
Look, if you do virtualization, then you have to very carefully design that A machines running on one virtual machine, B machines on another machine. I mean, virtualization, right now, the redundancies, you have PU, A and B, SU, A and B. If you do it all in virtual computer, you have it all in one computer. If that computer fail, then of course you have a problem. You lost many computers of your system. Did I explain it, this virtualization?
I'm sorry. Sorry, I miss something because I just arrived. My point is, if you get, for example, do you deliver OMLEX? Is it? Are you do virtualization or not?
Not. That's not virtualization. It's migration. That's very big difference. We migrate from old computer to new computer.
Okay. For example, I have a SU. My second, sorry, redundant SU. I mean SUB. The BSU is down. Then we need some hardware. So if we order from you, so you will do the migration, not the virtualization. Is it right?
Yes, I will deliver you SUB exactly as you had before. Means I will deliver a physical computer, you put there, you connect it, and it will be again SUB.
I see. So the computer will run as usual, right?
Exactly. Identical as of today.
So I mean, my question is, here before regarding CP
1613.
Yes, 1613. You said before, once we do virtualization, the redundant is lost. Can you?
That would be if you do virtualization. We tried it. It would not work very nice. But in our equipment is the physical computer with the physical CP13 card. As you can see, look, this is the OMLEX. This is the OMLEX computer after the migration. And you see on the back here, on the red circle, you have the CP card, and the orange ones are the original network cards. Not originally, network card. 100 megabit RJ45. This is the OMLEX, which is virtualized from the back. And you see it's exactly same as it has been before, right? What cards do you have, 1413 or 1613?
1613, I think.
1613. What version of teleperm is it?
Excuse me?
The version of teleperm you are having is version 7?
Yes, 7, sorry, I forgot, right?
7.0, something like this, right?
I have sent you, right? Before,
Okay.
I will check first.
Okay, no worries.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, Peter.
No worries at all. I mean, I'm here for you guys to explain you, to answer your questions, whatever you have.
Peter, can you accept the others in waiting room?
There are others in waiting room. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Admit all. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. I didn't see them. I minimized that one. Okay, hello to the newcomers. Okay, shall we continue? Have more questions, please? Or shall I explain for the newcoming a little bit about the OMLEX and Bohemia market again? Siafri?
Yes, please, Peter.
Okay, hello to those one who joined us now. I will be explaining a little bit about the OMLEX. This is your take-spare system as you have today. You have graphical terminals, operator terminals. Then you have a processing unit here, which are communication plant bus and terminal bus. And then you have a server units, which are archiving the data on long term and putting them in VMOD. And then we developed the solution, which is called OMLEX, which is OM Live Extension. And our idea is you take old computer out, copy its software to the new computer, to our OMLEX, and the new computer works exactly same way as existing computer. That means it's very simple to implement it. It can be implemented during the running plant. It doesn't require any outages. And we even do, because of limitation of travel, we do the remote backups for you. According to these procedures, we will deliver a small device, which is the network server, which is kind of very small computer, which you connect to your existing computers. And we can remotely make a network backup of that computer. Then we take the backup to our laboratory in Prague, copy it to the new OMLEX, and deliver it to site new OMLEX. What I even didn't mention here, that for the server unit, since we have a very modern SATA hard disk, we can significantly increase the data you can see on the teleperm. I guess you probably have either 3 months or half a year or 2 years, something like that. You can have directly on SU very large space, which gives you 3-4 years data directly. And if you would implement our Historian, you can see all the data in very, very modern way. And as I said, we finished for our customer in Kuala Lumpur, EDRA, the monitoring system and teleperm is part of this. Basically, if you have a single shaft, since I didn't show it yet, you can go and see your power plant in the way which is far beyond you are having today. I mean, we are very proud of it. Okay, it doesn't allow me to get in because I do not put the login. Okay, I will connect to the video wall. And I will show you typical Siemens plant is, let's say, Panglima, and that's how you can see your gas turbines in real time. What you are seeing is the real-time plant monitoring right now. On the other end is teleperm version, I think is 5. It's very old teleperm. And since we connected, apologies for that, I clicked wrong. Since we connected it via OPC UA, you can see very nicely all the data in real time. Of course, we have many designs like we have a coal-fired plants which are in this way. We are having the another coal-fired plants like this, all in real time. And of course, we have even the mobile version, which is suitable for mobile, but here on the web it looks like this. Okay, with our OMLEX, as I said, you can get brand new computers in your system. Of course, they are coming with warranty and service from us. And you can extend it via our OPC UA servers to the historian, to the like 21st century. And of course, it's full set of the procedures which we are having for the OMLEX, which you will get complete access from the BIOS settings, how to make backups, how to deal with the drivers. We can even help you with engineering station. We even figured out the printing on latest printers. You can buy new printer, and you can print on the printer like on a modern Xerox or HP, because printer is always big issue. Well, with fraction of price of OEM, you have a brand new computers which will run for many, many years to go. Okay, that's our OMLEX very quickly explained. And of course, you will get access to our knowledge base, which is here, procedures, and detailed service. We are doing the annual service for the system. Okay, questions, guys? Please ask questions. Whatever question. And as I said, I've been many years at Siemens.
Mr. Peter, some questions?
Yes.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Anand. First question about the migration process. Which part of this migration will be the hard situation, and how you will mitigate it to avoid more sophisticated problem?
Okay, look, the migration is as simple as connecting. First, we take a backup of your existing computer according to this procedure. You connect your old computer to our network backup computer. We make a snapshot of the old computer. If it's totally broken, we have to go from the tapes or try to recover hard disk. And then we play this backup to new OMLEX in our laboratory in Prague and send you fully configured computer to site. We even don't need to come to site because of limitations now. And of course, we have a remote supporting device. In case of any problems, we can help you since we have access to the video, mouse, and monitor. As I said, we have more than 500 computers worldwide. And I would put it like this. Out of 10 OMLEX computers, one might have an issue when putting it into service. The most difficult is usually the server unit. In case if we are extending archive or in case we are synchronizing. Because this takes, let's say, from few hours to 2-3 days. And especially when if you would like to extend archive, then it takes some effort to be implemented. Otherwise, I do not see any problems. They might be issue with the cable between OT and MX terminal, if you have any. The issue is usually cable because the old cables are very old and they sometimes do not support 100 megabit card, means higher frequencies, but the kind of common issues which can be solved very quickly. There might be issue with the many monitors, like not issues, the right cables, if we have VGA versus DVI ports and so on. But again, usually we do not experience any problems. And in Sagunto power station, which is in Spain, which I showed you the photos, we made the migration of the system on the base load of the power station. On the base load, we changed all computers. Means, well, sorry, this photo I see is from Al-Azhar. That's not Sagunta. I have it in wrong directory. Again, it's changed one by one. If your redundancy works, you will get it on the base load operation if you want. We don't stopping plant even. Okay.
Don't stop, but how the operator will monitor?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I mean, if we can do on the base load condition, is there any other that operator will can monitor the gas turbine itself?
Yes, look, we do it one computer by one. First, let's say you want to replace PU. You shut down PUA, you place the new computer, which is this one, you connect it, and once computer is up and running, you go to the next one. If you go for the OTs, you have more than one, obviously. You shut down one OT, put the new computer in, and once it's up and running, you go to the next one. It's one computer at a time. Like the same procedures if you would have, if some computer break in your plant, as you do the backups today. You take that computer offline, recover it, and put it back into the service. Exactly the way we are following through our migration.
So currently, really no problem on it yet. Nice to hear that.
No, not at all. Not at all. If you have at least basic redundancy running, there is no problem at all. I mean, especially on PUs and SUs, you must have always second computer in operation. But even if you have now one SU broken, we fix this broken one, we make it running, and then we can replace the original one. Okay, is that clear now?
One more question. The OMLEX system, you said that support to the whole kind of system, Siemens, Alspa, GE. It means support the DCS system, all DCS system, or only on HMI? I mean, how about the card controller or any else? Thank you.
Look, first of all, people are very afraid of OEMs in regards of HMI system. HMI system is here. What is up here, where you see the various operating systems. You go from the Windows, Unix 1, 3, OS to DOS systems, the SCO Unix as is having Telegram. And what we do, we source right hardware to be compatible with that operating system. If you talk about the automation layer, which is down here, which is probably you have Siemens S5, even OEM will not change it now. You know, you keep S5s, and for that, we have, we call it a critical spare part package, and we are sourcing for our customers the spare parts, as you can see in our database. You can see the database which we are having for all spare parts of the, okay, I will look for the S5, let's say, which is 95U, for example. And of course, we can migrate like, we can migrate the protection system, that could be migrated even controller, but we try not to do it because this is part which is working for you. And again, it depends how many years you want to run it. And usually if you want to run 5, 10 to 10 years that unit, it's no point to change that system at all. You have enough spare parts. But if you are asking about some other, what we did in Singapore, we changed complete SFC SEE in Power Seraya in Unit 20. We bought it from GE, and integrated the brand new SFC, SEE into the Teleperm system. It's D42. And right now, as we speak, we got the second contract for Unit 20, and we finished engineering, and we will implement in May 2000, next year in May we will implement second unit of SFC SEE. And for that reason, we developed, we call it HMI, which is the communication interface, because Siemens obviously doesn't say it's not possible to integrate new stuff on the plant bus, and there we can connect like SFC, we are connecting through it, you can see it here, or any other third party if you have like the problems with the CM modules, or if you need to integrate new compressors, new water station, whatever into Teleperm, you can do it via our HMI, which is becoming integral part of the Teleperm. We did the waste management station, which are burning the lot of waste, and they wanted modernized. But their algorithms are only running in S7 because it's very, very large and powerful burner control. So they implemented in S7 everything and sent to the Teleperm valve set points to control the valves. That's the another example what we integrated into Teleperm. We call it OMRED, communication, Siemens call it AP-RED, and even Siemens is buying it from ours now. Because we are able to, in Czech Republic, Siemens implement in 2 plants the new controller and the boiler protection, and they connected it through our HMI system, which we have in that power station. That is the answer if you ask me about the plant bus, the automation equipment. That one is so good, I would say don't touch it if you must, because replacement is very, very expensive. Okay, more questions, please.
From me,
Okay.
regarding MX terminal, we call it in our system we call it graphic server. Is it right?
Yeah, you have it from Barco probably, right?
Yes, Barco. The Barco card is I think the Barco card is the function is just to make the monitor from 1 to 4 in our system. Here you
Then you
right.
can have Web Forte Expert, or you have a via MX Terminal Barco. Look, for the Barco, of course, we have a solution. In Sagunto, Spain, we basically took Barco out, replaced it with very, very modern computer, which is running. This is the, okay, that's the internals of that computer, but it's a brand new computer, Linux computer. Do I have it? And inside we run virtual Barco. We take the Barco and running it in the virtual machine on Linux, that one. And this allows to keep your OT exactly as is today and use latest modern video card which is available on market. We are using, I think, NVIDIA cards.
okay.
Means we do not require the old barcode card. Let me find if I'm not sure if I have that terminal here. That is good point. I will search for my 5 as well. Yes, I focus. If you allow me a second, I probably will have it. I will look in our library in Sagunto. In Sagunto, we even made a second control room with existing equipment, because you can look at that is kind of this one you see here. We made the 3 units running kind of an video wall for the shift leader, and that's remote connection to our MX terminals. I hope to find one MX terminal to show you. If not, I can send you a photo of it. But again, our MX terminal is the latest modern computer, in which inside of it running Barco software, which is Red Hat Unix, and via frame buffer so-called. It's maybe I got it here. No, that's the. Because I'm with modern video card, which is connected to normal monitors. In regards of monitors, you probably experience you put these 16:9 format monitors where image looks distorted, and you should buy something like ASO from the ASO company, which is 4:3 format. I would recommend, if you change monitors, to buy good monitors.
Oh.
And of course, you can use optical mouse, even if they tell you it's not possible, even on Barco. Okay, that's the MX. How many monitors do you have? 4 monitors?
We have 2 OT, which have 2 MX terminal. So one OT connect to 1 MX terminal. We have 4 monitors.
There's 4 monitors. Okay, I understand. This is the maximum which supports.
Yes, of course. So because of in our CCR we have 2 OT, so we have 8 monitor. We have 8 monitors. So until right now, we have good condition for Barco for the MX terminal, but I think we have to make some plan about MX terminal. So. Yes. You provide the new hardware of MX terminal, which is the method is the virtualization of machine of Barco, right?
Exactly, running on it's industrial grade computer, basically without any funds, to make sure that is suitable for that desk where it's usually located. It's lot of dust from the food and whatever, and it doesn't have any fans, and it's like a box of the size of the very small desktop with a 4 monitor connection, and it's connected via network to the OT.
Okay, my second question regarding Web 40 XP.
Yes,
actually right now we don't have Web 40 XP, but before our company do the ONM for this plan before is the ONM by Siemens. I think they have Web 40 XP. I just know Web 40 XP. I think in the past we have Web 40 XP, but the Siemens deactivate the Web 40 XP. Just question, Web 40 XP, can we do the can we do operation apa in English? Can we do operation?
It's you can do full operation from Web 40 XP.
So the philosophy only the computer of Web 40 XP just we can do, so we do the full operation, right?
Yes.
So the web, because is it in Windows based or not?
Look,
or
Web 40,
can you describe us?
Yeah, Web 40 XP has two parts. You have OT, which is Linux based.
Yes.
This is Linux based.
Yes.
And then
I'm sorry, Peter. Not Linux based, I think, for OT.
yes, OT. So for Web 40 XP, HMI server is usually Linux based, but could be Azure Unix. Yeah. There are
yes, SKO Unix.
Yes.
In our system is SEO Unix.
Yes.
Okay, go on.
And then you connect remotely. You need kind of very specific version of Internet Explorer.
Okay.
But we figured out, even on latest Windows, you can do kind of special mode of Internet Explorer, which is supporting this Web 40 XP. Yeah, we actually have it in Sagunto, this version. And Web 40 XP also allows you to connect to the engineering station remotely.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't have it shown on this picture, but you can connect engineering station too. And you can connect diagnostic station, engineering station, and OTs. Web 40 XP is the only remote terminal basically showing the screens of OT. Physically, software running on OT, and Web 40 XP is kind of the window into that OT via web browser.
Okay.
Web 40 XP Syn client do absolutely nothing, only showing the picture. That's how it works at 40 XP.
So you mean only show the HMI, not full operation?
It's full operation, but it doesn't run any software. Put it in this way. It shows full operation. Full operation, you can click, you can start sequences, stop motors, open valves. You can do everything on Web 40 XP.
But after handover to us, they deactivate the Web 40 XP.
Yeah, but if you have a license, I should not say ever, but there is also a way around it. Put it in this way, even if it's not implemented.
Because I think the infrastructure still ready. The OT is connected to our 31 for OT, so I think we just activate from the tier 31 OT. Is it right?
Yes, you activate. You only need to configure it.
Okay, nice info.
Which is, let's say, let me find if I can very quickly Web 40. Look, guys, I will show even better. I will give you login for our website, and here on the right, you can see our tab book, which is all these website compiled in the book, which I show you right now. It's tab. We have version 5.1. And if you look web for expert, I think we have an entire chapter how to, there's a copy files. If you allow me a few minutes, I will find it. Web for expert, yes. Here we have a webhorn drivers. This is the complete telepan. Yeah, here you have a creating new web for expert server. We have even procedure here. And it's all described how to do it step by step. And well, we can, of course, we do it for you if you need so. But you can see that it's not rocket science. The most difficult is you have to configure correctly file called the, it's called the upper start. It's the configuration file. This is only one file, yeah, W4 install para. This is the file you need to configure. Then you need to run configuration program. Siemens may do one trick, remove the link, so it doesn't work. But if you update this file, then you have a Forte Expert running again. I will send you the login for our website, so and you can download it, this book directly here. Okay?
Okay, nice, sir. The third question, Peter.
The book. Okay, I'm listening.
Regarding ES server.
Which server, please? I didn't understood now.
Engineering station, ES.
Okay, you have, I guess, Hewlett Packard, right? HP Unix.
SPUX, right?
Yeah, look. For that one, unfortunately, we can't migrate to new hardware because it's PowerPC. But we can source on the market for you second computer and prepare it for backup.
So you don't have any hardware for engineering station?
Unfortunately not, because this is PowerPC and there is no, not which we even tried with Hewlett Packard directly, but they are not that interested, even if you can do virtualization in their environment, but it was not very good. I do recommend to give you second machine, fully configured, which is running and ready for operation. That's what we are doing.
So my question, is there any solution for WinTS? Because WinTS also using SCSI hard disk.
Of course, we are having many WinTS fixed, and they come with the SATA disk. Again,
SATA.
There were OMLEX for WinTS. We did many of them.
Okay, nice. So
it will be running with SATA disk, yeah? Not SCSI, we will put in SATA. Again, your WinTS, I would probably find it somewhere, but again, your WinTS will look exactly like this, yeah? They are all same. It's industrial grade case, which can be even kind of put on the side if you would like to, and rack mounted, but I would not recommend. It's just standalone tower like this is better. Mini tower, it's mini tower size OMLEX. It's smaller than existing Siemens Fujitsu, one set smaller.
Yeah, Siemens Fujitsu.
Yeah, you could see it on some photos. You can see this is the Siemens Fujitsu or whatever, and this is our OMLEX. And you can see this UPS. You have them now, you know, and it's more or less same height like UPS.
Yes, we have question also about UPS.
Okay,
so now we have sorry.
Look, it's
sorry,
good to have. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I have so many questions. Is it okay?
It's perfect. I'm here to answer them. Ask as long as you want.
Because now we have because the APC I see your existing APC is 7750. Is it right?
Yes.
But we don't have which don't have the smart display, so there is no display or 7 segment right there. It is the old one, right?
On the on the look, you can first of all, Siemens use the UPS because SCSI had its cells. I mean, if you do not have very often power losses in your plant, our computers survive very, very comfortably without UPS because it's modern SATA disks. But you can use any UPS you have on market, any. You don't need to use exactly the same. I would recommend to use it, but you can run it without it or use any. It's up to your plant operation, you know. There's no limitation.
My question, I get your point, but one little question. I mean this one like this one. Our existing system, once we upgrade our APC to the new APC, the second rack, I think, which one ya? The second rack, the second cabinet, and then the second baris bahasa Inggrisnya. Ya, nggak bisa ketunjuk masalahnya.
Row.
Yeah, the second row, from your photos, okay, there is the second cabinet, right, and then the second row, and I see the below one of
You mean this one?
UPS is a new one, right? Can you point it? Yes, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
Actually, it was replaced by our customer, you know, and I'm not ever even, you are mentioning this one, right?
Okay, you didn't, yes, that's right.
Yes, really any, that's no limitation. Any you get on the market, simply use it. It should have a proper account on the serial port, but again, put it honestly, if not shut down properly, computers will survive with the SATA hard disks.
No, yeah.
Okay, I mean, be practical. You know, sometimes Siemens overdo it in these things. But again, in past, they had SCSI hard disks.
Okay, go on, Peter.
Okay, they had SCSI hard disks, and they were extremely sensitive to the power loss. You know, that was the main reason you needed to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, we don't have any power-related problems anymore. We are lucky one. These computers are 20 years more modern. Put it in this way. These computers are from 2020, and in your system you have computers from 1990, right?
Sorry, excuse me?
As I say, we are very lucky. We have much more modern computers now, 20 years later.
Okay.
Okay, more questions? Please ask. You are more than welcome.
Gak apa, tanya aja. Aku nanti mau nanya lagi juga satu lagi.
I want to ask this, Mr. Peter. Is there Bohemia market have business partner in Indonesia? Because we have a regulation, we need to buy from local company. So we need to know if you have business partner in Indonesia, so we can communicate with them.
Actually, we don't. We have only one now in Malaysia. But again, as we do in many cases, if it's such a requirement, we can make some business partner in Indonesia. Put it in this way, we are a practical company. You know, if you would have some preferred supplier or company, we get to talk to them and make a deal via them. If your company has some preferred suppliers. Because we can't open a company in each country, you know, we are in over 60 countries right now, and it would be highly impractical to manage 60 companies.
So if we want to buy the hardware, new hardware, I mean, you will contact your business partner, and then your business partner will contact us.
If you have some preferred companies, your company, well, we would be more than happy to talk to them. But I think we can solve it out. No worry. I will look into it, okay?
Yeah, we're looking for a business. I think this is an interesting solution for our continuity plan. Maybe from my college, my others.
Okay, guys. Please, more questions? Yeah.
Coba, kamu aja. Okay, question, Peter.
Yes. Go ahead.
One of OMLEX CPU. So one OMLEX CPU we can use it to we can do the function as a PSU, as a PU, as a OT. Is it right?
Correct. Only
So
MX is different. MX is the modern one, or off the shelf, and OMLEX is the designed for the telepan. But it's same computer for all, identical.
Same computer for all. Okay.
This computer is same for all components. It can run even MX, but would be shame to use this hardware for MX. Put it in this way. For the MX is the best normal computer. Even for WinTS, you will get same computer.
Same computer for WinTS also?
Yes, of course. The only what might change, I will show you here, I will mark it. Look, to explain you how OMLEX work. This one on the bottom is the passive board. And other computer is basically here. This is your computer. Computer is kind of inside this passive board. And in case we can use various models of CPUs, various Pentiums, various ISA, PCI Express, whatever, you see all these slots? That's how we can accommodate old card. You have even old ISA here, but in your case, you have a PCI. You have these PCI cards, you know? And if we need to adapt computer, we simply change this, remember exactly which bit different processor, but in exactly same box. But for the telepan, it's one for all is same. They are interchangeable. You can use it for whatever function you want.
We don't have. We just have WinTS. We don't have diagnostic station.
Because diagnostic
you have. So can you provide us diagnostic station without without
Well,
license?
if not license, I have to check, you know, because this function is usually teleperm license, Siemens having license for it. I would need to see your license file to answer this question.
Okay.
Siemens is very strict what they are selling and what they are not selling, you know, as big OEM.
Once we don't have...
Frankly speaking, the diagnostic station is not that helpful. I never find it very helpful. It's just nice presentation of all information you already have available in the log files. You know, it doesn't bring you anything special, honestly. If we do you service, we give you more information than diagnostic station.
Next question, Peter.
Yes.
Can you show us the configure the architecture from your
sorry, specification?
Architecture, I mean.
Architecture of the OMLEX?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very good question. I can just show you spec sheet. Let me find it. Administration, sales, OMLEX, winter, first of all. Because nobody usually asks for it, and I have to find it, you know. Specification of OMLEX. Specification, here we go. It's, well, this is the, what's inside the box usually, is the, where to start. PAC is the case. This is the case you are saying. Then we have a high quality power supply. And then the most important is the board, processor board, which is G41 with the Pentium processor. To RAM, which is more than sufficient. And then we have things like a floppy drive emulator. And basically, that's the computer. You have everything here. It's either based on the G41 or P3 BVL models from the market. This is the card which is doing the processor. This is this card which is inside. For your teleperm, I think you will have exactly this G41 model, this Pentium. We have no... Let me see.
Itu sih pertanyaanku tadi.
And it looks like the if we go to Sagunto here, if we go, this is the let me find the my made help. I find maybe for you. No, that's the mixed terminal from the card. Let me find you. I think Sagunto POD. I want to show you. That's the typical protocol which we are giving. And here in that protocol, in the documentation, you get burn-in test complete hardware description. If you look here, we have the CPU, we have Intel Core Dual CPU 3 GHz, Well, we have 2 giga RAM there. We have in this computer some Western Digital SATA hard disks. We have a 2 gigabit network cards which are on board. It's actually test from the there is a dummy Windows system which we have a burn-in test for 48 hours, which we go between 30 to 40 degrees on the 100% CPU load. And that's before we even install any operating system on it. Because we give you guarantee for that computer, you know. That means that's even the very detailed burn-in test. And here you have again detailed description of the hardware, lot of certificates, blah, blah, blah. And on the end, you will get like a warranty sheet from our technician who install it usually. Well, the answer is architecture is Pentium computers. Is that answer?
Yes,
John?
okay, I get the point.
Again, there is no vendor lock-in. We are not locking you in some special product, you know. Unlike OEM, you get fairly open, and that's how it's beautifully coming in the box to you. Just that is the photo. That's how it's being delivered. Okay. I'm looking if I will see some MX terminals. And of course, if you look for some MX terminal, you won't find any photo, right? This is the Toshiba system in Malaysia. There we have, okay. No, I won't find that MX, of course. Okay, more questions? John?
Okay, Peter. Next question. My name is Iqbal from Turbine. My question is, if we want this OMLEX product as a new OT, not migration from old one, what is the procedure to build up this new OMLEX SUT?
What is the procedure, how to install it or how to deliver it?
How to build up the OMLEX as a new OT and connecting to the terminal bus?
Okay, it's very simple. Look, it's the we have a procedure here. Basically, first you shut it down properly. Then you do the backup over the network. We take a backup, put it on your OMLEX computer, and then basically you put new OMLEX computer in place. And that's it. You take the old...
I mean the new OT with the new hostname and IP, not migration, the old one.
No, it's exactly same as the old one. You take the old one out, exactly same will be the new one. This is the existing OT.
Anything in architecture file that contain many hostname in terminal bus?
Okay, we are not adding the computers. We are migrating the existing ones to the new hardware.
The Iqbal points, Peter, can you give us some procedure if we want to ask a new OT, so a new license? Is it possible or not?
Of course, if you have it licensed, that's no problem at all. It's basically, look, what I would do as a Siemens as the administrator, I would take any of your OT, I would make a copy of it, and then I would run the installation script, which is root install and OM install with the new host name.
Yes.
That's it. And there is a simple procedure for it.
Oh, bisa.
Actually, if you do standard Siemens procedure from the tape, you load the tape and then you need to run a root install and OM install procedure. I do believe we don't have, because this is the Siemens procedure, it's not in our OMLEX, but I do believe it's in our system procedures.
Ya itu.
For the
Itu
procedures.
untuk report XP. Ini untuk ini udah dapat poin kita nggak ya? Udah dapat ya, yang pas dulu. Nggak, kita mau nambah komputer, dia dapat nggak sih? Kata dia harus ada license ya.
This is the old methods. Looks, this is.
Kita punya 5-0 di sana. 5 berapa? Ah itu bilang.
Look here, you can see it in this procedure, guys. You basically would say take Peresov from the tape or our OMLEX already, but then you would edit the host files and you run these commands, and you will get it new OT. As simple as that. Because OM install and root install prepare your computer all the necessary files, like how it's called, like remote sharing, access without a password, and so on. There is a lot of Unix underlying procedures. Plus, of course, you need to do the project transfer, which will be probably not. Let's see. I would do on the end this transfer as well. You can't do nothing wrong. Transferring pictures from YES and MMI foods. You can simply follow this procedure. Standard Siemens restore procedure. You can follow. Again, since we don't need to do any takes per restore, nothing, we would start here. This OM install, root install. This is just a bunch of the scripts which adapt your OT to the project from the host files and so on. And especially if you change the name. I actually have, even in the book you will get, I do believe is the change of the host name of the OT. Host name, there is a procedure for it. Changing IP address and host name. Here we go. And it's in takes per admin menu on the page 56 from the Siemens, the official one. But let's go here. It's not very complicated procedure. It's fairly simple. There is, you basically need to, here, it's similar to creating new web for takes per server. And then the OT doesn't start. Definitely, we would find a procedure as well. Memory generated problem. SFC via Profibus. OT upgrade, it's here basically. After the upgrade, we had the issues, and here is the description, step by step, how to fix it. You will get this book from me for free, guys. I will send it to you today. Okay?
Thank you, Peter. Thank you.
And I will send you the login of the web to the website. This login, I will create one for you. You can use it as a company. And then, well, you can download it yourself directly on the main page. It's actually selected article tab book. Okay, and this book is actually here for the easy. It's also in this format. It's the most comprehensive Teleperm archive on the internet. There is no better one. I can guarantee you that. And the most visitors we have from domain Siemens.com. Because my old ex-colleagues, they are really using it. I'm happy for that. And I'm happy to share information. Okay, more questions? And just for Siemens, to make clear, we are not stealing any licenses. Yeah, we are just using existing system. We just keep it running because it's a very good system. I can't hear anybody. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Well,
Okay.
I think that's clear enough. Maybe, Mr. Peter?
Yes. Okay.
Apa lagi? Ada yang bertanya itu? Ya.
Apa ini?
Okay, guys. On the end of each of my email is the phone number. You can add me to the WhatsApp, and we have even WhatsApp group. If you have more questions, please ask me. Okay? I will give you straight away here. This is my phone number, just that you have it on the WhatsApp. We can keep this group open for any questions, and I put my phone number on the WhatsApp. Please feel free to ask. Okay, more questions, please.
Regarding V-mod, Peter.
Regarding what?
Mod. MOD.
MOD. Wow, look. Then MOD, look. We started with MOD.
Yes.
And then we were not very, very happy. No, not very happy. We said we have a lot of data. What we do about it? And then we made the historian. And our historian, let me open the one historian here, since I am connected to one system, to the real one. I can show the real historian. Okay, let me open the Chrome. I have it in the Chrome. Okay, it's remember the login. I don't need to search for login. Okay, the historian, guys. What we do, we went very, very long way with the telepair. What you see here on this image is we have so-called virtual MOD, means teleperm still believe it is having MOD connected, but in reality it is writing data to the network. We have we call it fake MOD for a teleperm. Teleperm even doesn't know that it do not have a real data. But very recently we call it Pedronel. We made the system for this big monitoring system, Pedronel, which is a cybersecurity solution even for teleperm. The red zone is connecting to the teleperm, to the DCS. Then we have so-called data diode, which is going to the another server, and there is only one-way communication from red to blue. Why I'm talking about it? Because we have now, for teleperm system, here it's not shown, it's OPC UA, means we have absolutely every single signal in OPC UA from your teleperm in real time go directly to the historian. In theory, you don't need to use any more MODs because you have real-time signals going to historian, and MODs, they have a delay. Put it in this way. If you use MODs, you have between 2 to 6 hours delays usually. With our OPC UA, it's the real-time teleperm system. And it looks like you can have, let's say, your historian in real-time power of many, many power stations. Here I have it for 1 month in month of September. It will take a little bit time because it's in Malaysia what we are seeing here, and we are taking 1 month of the data. But your teleperm is in real time. I mean really, really real time. And all takes per signals. And of course, if I want to show something, this is exactly the same. Let me see, I don't know why it's not loading. And the teleperm plant is, okay, I'm logged in. My connection is a bit slow now here. I don't know why. And this is teleperm system in real time from the OPC UA system. This is real power station, real turbines, real power generation, probably very similar to yours. That's how you can see, if you get VMOD and our historian, that's how you can see the data. And here we have a historian, here you have a data, but the most interesting part of it is fully automated reporting. What I mean, you have to make a lot of reports every day. I'm sorry guys, it's a little bit slower because we are connected via VPN to very remote site. And the reports are, once they load, fully automated, as I said, and I can download the latest night report in the Excel, so you see the power of the reporting. Okay, it's downloading. It is, wow, very slow. Okay, we wait for it. And the reporting is as simple as you have a report command tool, and you can make your reports like you get the what time, what date you want, what aggregations you want, and then you take it and copy to Excel. And your Excel, as a result, will look like this. Automatically created everyday report, whatever you are looking for. Could be your format, could be every 8 hours, 15 minutes, whatever. It's only your choice. And you make your own Excel format. And it's as simple, you load your template here, and every day, this is the daily. We, of course, have a report which we have every quarter, hour, daily, weekly, monthly. And that's basically, this image is a bit outdated already because we have OPC UA server for teleperm, which goes directly to historian in real time. And you can see it on your mobile, whichever. And with Pedronel, we make sure that nobody ever hack it. This is the data diode, is this part, which is the one-way communication. And for the project I've been showing you, we have 22 installations of Pedronel. For this project you are seeing here. This is the 22 Pedronels, 11 power stations around the planet already. Okay, and that's the answer for VMOD. And as I said, what I would recommend if you go for OMLEX, we can extend archive on SU. Of course, you can get still your VMODs, but I guarantee you, you will never ever use it if you have this historian. You have no reason to use it because you can get your data. And if you want to see what we have here, we ask per minute 1 month for 11 powers or 22 units here. Of course, you can do whatever you want, classical graphs. It's all via web. You don't need to install any software. This is all in web browser. And beauty of it, I will clean it, clear selection. And of course, you can search very easily signals, whatever you want. CT, temperatures, if we find any, we go through all signals which have a CT, temperature. This historian is having 500,000 signals actually, what you are seeing here. and it's having right now about 2 terabyte database. Normal teleperm system for 20 years, you would get about between 2 to 4 tera for 20 years. About 1.5 terabyte per 10 years. Depends how many MODs you have, and that will tell us immediately how much data you will get. We convert all MOD data into the historian. No need to do anything else. Okay, this is the weekly data from critical equipment monitoring we are doing in coal-fired, and I can show you. You can take these data directly, of course, to Excel spreadsheet. Integrations, aggregation methods as described in the OPC manuals is fully OPC compatible because our historian is getting data over OPC UA. You know, also OPC DA and other stuff, and then the tags you see on the screen, and here you have hourly data exported directly from historian. Whatever you see in these charts, you see in this Excel spreadsheet. Means no need to go over FTP, go to teleperm. And I wanted to show you this document where we had this one, historian, aggregation methods. This is very important. We have an aggregation method called teleperm because many customers said, your historian is wrong. It doesn't show values of the teleperm because teleperm is having time to get data and we want kind of very precise data, let's say every minute, every hour. And teleperm actually do aggregation which was practical in 1990s. They do not have much computing power, then they cut that corner. Aggregation of teleperm looks like this. If you do interpolation, it looks like this on exactly same data sample. It's not big error. It's about between 0.5 to 1% error. Depends on the method you choose to evaluate your data. Because time series data are kind of a lot of mathematics, calculations, declare what is valid, what is not valid, and so on. That means your VMOD become this. That's my answer to you. It comes with the historian already. That's a default. Okay. Means, again, your teleperm with historian, it's in the 21st century. It's having OPC UA and not even GE and latest system having OPC UA. They're still using OPC DA on the latest machines, which we are integrating into our system now. And maybe last, I can show you what you can do on the, you can do, of course, integration with latest systems like SMS, like a Telegram or whatever, notifications. We are using Node-RED, which is connected. All system for our customer is having Node-RED and is having very simple Telegram interface. I created one, not Watson bot, that's what is coming with IBM Watson, but you have a teleperm and you say, for example, a power, and it answers you the power of your plant. You say time, you get an answer when it last time was updated your data. And you see what you see here, it's on this workflow. You just believe me, you can even see when I go to Telegram, just I can show you, I will put it on the same window. how simple it is to create a telegram. If I put power here, you get a message, payload, all the power station data here. And all the telegram you see, it's only these few modules. That far can go your teleperm. Absolutely unlimited. Your teleperm, again, is 21st century when you implement our historian. Okay, guys, that's, there is no limits. I mean, we are happily working with the data, and of course, you can have critical equipment monitoring, whatever you invent. Because once you have OPC UA, you can connect any third-party software as well. We have an API in our historian. Any third party, we are not closing you. We have a very detailed API. You can get data over the network directly from historian in real time. You can query historian with a CQL. I mean, that's our VMOD, answer to VMOD. You don't need it. You have it all in historian. Okay?
Okay. So once we have, once we use Pedronel data historian, so we have to upgrade the SU, right? Because the existing SUs will not have
Look, honestly,
enough power.
It will work with your existing SU as well. That's no problem. Yes, actually our OPC UA server, it's basically querying the process units, PUs. Because PU is having all data communicating back and forward, and we are using so-called SIG attach procedures of teleperm system. We don't do any modifications. We start programs on PU, teleperm programs to run OPC UA server. Of course, it's running somewhere outside on VMOD, let's say, but all data coming from PU directly by teleperm. Teleperm is sending us data.
By PU, right? Not
look,
SU.
SU is a long-term archive, PU is short-term and real-time. Okay.
Okay. So the short time you take it from PU, right?
Yeah. This is this ARC function. ARC. It's on the PU. If I think we can see it on this procedure. If you look on this procedure here, you can see what we are running here. The ARC. Oh, ARC is running on both. Sorry. It's running on no. It's running on the PUs, but here we have combined PU and SU in Sagunto. That's why it's both functions there. Otherwise, ARC is only on the PUs.
Oh, yeah.
And the SU is this is the MOD, LZA, and access to the archive is PRT. This is the access to the archive.
Yes. We also have SU and PU in one hardware.
That means you have probably very similar configuration like this one, right? It's a very typical configuration. PU-OT, independent OT, which is this independent is a 4TX per server. Then we have a PU-SU, and then we have a POR and POV. But that was very typical Siemens configuration.
Yes.
Very stable, very good one.
Yes.
I like this one most. Okay. More questions?
Syafri.
Yeah. What is it?
How about the what is it called? Plan or something? Is there any description? And how to buy, how to deliver, or something? You can ask.
I think we will figure it out. We need to talk maybe about the solution for the how to we buy this product. I think the point is this product is very interesting. I think it's become one of our solution for our continuity of power plant. Of course, I think yeah, we will see, we'll figure it out. I think that's Mr. John.
Okay, okay.
So, is there still any question?
Yes, yes. One question again, Mas Afri.
Okay.
Sorry, Peter. It's about my question before. If we install the new OT, so we have the new host name and IP, right? We take the backup from the old one, and we do root install and OM install, right?
Correct. And of course,
Whether
when
we
to
need
edit to
to
infrastructure.
register this IP and host name to the architecture file. I think the system have the architecture file like rhost or .prog. Which one? Which one to
Yes, look,
modify?
you have to edit to the host files, which is looking like which is text file, but then you also need to integrate it in the infrastructure of the telepan. The host file looks like this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you have I don't call it in the directory. You have to edit also, of course, in infrastructure files, which we can look in some infrastructure file. I will show you. So let's say we have SPA. If we go, we have here, what I'm having here is the sampler file, which I will ask you later on for, which is the Siemens, which is the configuration of the system. And if you go to infrastructure directory, you have here the, no, this is not that one. I'm sorry, inf dev type, inf OMK, I think is the last one. And you need to integrate that computer in the infrastructure as well, like here. You know, of course, if you add brand new equipment like OTs, you have to go to the topology. You have to edit to topology. You have to upgrade if it's brand new, which is not projected before. Okay? If it was projected before, if it's already infrastructure, it's easy. But if it was not projected before, you have to do some work, you know, some homework, some admin.
Sudah projected before 5 itu.
It was there. It's on the topology diagram. Can you see that computer on topology or not? That is my question now. YDH, I will open topology diagram. This is the topology diagram, and you see you have OT here. If it's on topology diagram, then it automatically creates everything, or is already created. If not, we have to update topology, we have to generate right file and distribute them. Also not complicated. Siemens has very nice, clear procedures for it.
Right.
Okay, that's not problem.
Paling isunya ya web 40xp tadi kita activate. Ini itu.
Web 40xp is one OT which is having web server to distribute the data.
Yes. We have already one OT which have server as a server of Web40XP.
Yeah, look.
Okay.
It would be great if you can send me your sampler file. I will send you a link how to get it. If you look, we have here in our guidelines on the network backup, we have here somewhere OMLEX. I will send you exact link on sampler. You will get access to it as well on sampler.
Okay.
Sampler file that contains everything. If you send me sampler, then okay, that's just example I find. How do you make our MX configuration? When you start it, you can even configure how many screens, IP address, and the display configuration. You can do everything directly on your MX terminal. I just find it jumping out, but that's how our MX looks like when you install it. Okay, back to that one. Sampler file will help, will tell me everything. Put it in this way. If you make this sampler diagnostic, I will get all the information.
Okay, we will find the sampler file and maybe we can share to you. So it's,
yes.
Okay.
Sampler file is actually generated by the system. It's a command called sampler. Yeah, like this. It's a sampler command on your telepair.
Web40XP.
This is, yeah, you can run it on Web40XP. On any machine you can run it. Best on PU, please. Yeah. And then you need to send it, and here is the guide how to copy it via FTP, but I'm sure you know these things.
Yes.
You did it many times. That is the only one command called sampler. Nothing else.
Okay, you will send this file right to us, right?
The link how to make it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you have it in the WhatsApp already. Okay. Okay, it's in your WhatsApp.
Okay, thank you.
And it's public procedure. It's not locked, this one. Sampler is definitely a good start to get data about your system. Because it contains everything. The Telepan version, it contains the SCO-Unix version, it contains your configuration, host files, the OM configuration, everything, log files. If you have any problem with a computer and send me sampler, we can diagnose your log files from the Unix.
Okay.
That is fantastic tool Siemens developed for the diagnostic. Okay, that's all, guys, or some more questions?
Yes, one more. When we have modified the infrastructure file and topology diagram, we need shut down all the OM computers or not?
Well, in my experience, for the OT should not be. We can do one by one. In my experience.
No need to shut down all.
Normally not. For the OT, it's normally not required. You have to carefully do one OM stop, OM start, one by one.
OM stop and OM start.
Yes, not for
OT.
even we use OTs so they see each other. But you can do it.
Ya, boleh pas. Satu dua win TS. Ya kan? Tunggu dulu. Okay, nice sir.
Guys, thank you for your time. Yeah.
Where are you from? From German or from what country?
From Prague. Do you know Prague?
Oh, Prague. I know.
All our company, production, engineering people are coming from Czech Republic. Even computers are made there. We don't make it in China. It's all from Czech Republic. Of course, components comes from China, right?
Yes. But it will come from our country, I think.
Oh, from your country.
5-10 years.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Very nice to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Well, thank you very much, Peter.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.